guys, and welcome back to my mother freaking channel. I'm so excited that you guys are here because today is episode 2, season 1 of Girl Talk Tuesdays with Nefa the Brat. And today you guys actually chose today's topic, which is how to live a soft life. I'm so happy that you guys actually voted on this one instead of the other. I mean, I'm still gonna give y'all a little story time, but you know what I'm saying. I'm still gonna give y'all a little story time, of course. But I'm actually happy that you guys want to know more about how to live a soft life, because I think that's like so amazing, and I feel like we all should be trying to live a soft life and, you know, walking more in our feminine energy. And if you're a guy, you're watching my videos and you want to learn how to live a soft male life, I mean, you can take some tips and tricks from here too and apply it to yourself. Now, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We don't discriminate over here. But anyway, I am not going to babble on anymore. You know how I am. I like to get straight to the point. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you know when I post again. And let's get right into this. So the first thing on my list to how to live a soft life is mentality, okay? Living a soft life is not so much about what you do, but it's more so about how you think and how you see yourself. So what that means is you look at your life and you're not picturing your life being like somebody else's. So you're not admiring somebody else's life. You're not looking up to other people. You're kind of just looking at your life and accepting and appreciating everything that you have while working towards everything that you want. I'm gonna say that one more time. You're looking at your life and you're appreciating everything that you have while working towards everything that you want. Because if you are constantly comparing your life to other people, like, oh my gosh, I don't have my dream car, I don't have my dream house, I don't have this, I don't have that, you'll never be happy, and you'll be living in a state of misery, and you'll be working towards these things, but you'll be working towards these things with resentment. You know what I'm saying? You won't be working towards these things with joy. You'll be resentful. And another point that I want to make is that why would God bless you with more if you don't already appreciate what you have? And to give you guys a better example of that, and a clear example of that is, let's say one of my friends let's say I'm eating some cookies, and one of my friends wanted a piece of my cookie or some of my cookies. Pause, that sounds crazy, but like, listen to me, okay? Like, she wanted a piece of my cookie, or she wanted some of the cookies that I was eating, and I gave her 2 cookies, right? And let's say she starts complaining about the fact that I gave her 2 cookies. Oh, this is all you're gonna give me? I'm be like, you're not entitled to more cookies. This is mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to give you more if I don't want to give you more. But if he or she would have just appreciated what I gave them, I would have probably felt inclined to give them more. I'd be like, okay, you know what? She didn't complain that I gave her 2 cookies. Let me give her more. Let me keep giving her more. Let me keep giving her more. That is how I feel, as my personal opinion, that's how I feel blessings work. You know what I'm saying? God is not going to reward you for being ungrateful. So appreciate everything that you have while working towards everything that you want. And that is step 1 to having a soft life. It's all about mentality. It's all about the way you see yourself. It's all about the way you see your own life. Okay, that is step 1. I wrote all of this down. Step 2, self-love. This self-love kind of ties into what I was already talking about. It's so super important to love yourself and have self-love. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, Nefa, how do I have self-love? What is self-love? Give me a second. I'm going to put the definition for you right here of what self-love is. Do you see it? Take time to read it. Pause if you need some. All right. Now that we understand the definition of self-love, let's talk about how we can achieve self-love. Think of something that you like, right? If you're single, for all my single ladies or all my single guys out there, if you're single, think of something that you would like your significant other to do for you, right? Think about something you've never done because you're waiting for someone to do it for you. It could be buying you flowers, taking you on a date, I don't know, buying you an expensive gift, buying you something that you always wanted. Now take that same love and take all of those same things that you are expecting from other people and start expecting that from yourself, and start giving yourself those things that you want from someone else. So you want to go on a nice date, you want somebody to take you on a nice date, take yourself out on a nice date. And if you're not the type of person who likes to sit by themselves, which is, I'm also going to get into why that's a problem if you don't like to be alone, take your friends out on a date, have a friendship date, take yourself out on a date. If you like flowers and you don't have a boyfriend and you don't have a girlfriend to give flowers to, buy yourself some flowers, buy your mom some flowers. You know what I'm saying? Self-love. You know, if you're the type of person who likes to go on walks in the park, take yourself on a walk in the park. It's so important to learn how to be alone. Being alone does not mean that you are lonely. It's a choice. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice to be alone, and being alone and learning how to be your own best friend and learning how to be comfortable in your own company will take you so far in life, because it'll save you from a lot of harmful and traumatic relationships with people that you don't need to be around. Which leads me to the next topic, which is point number 3, friendships. The people you surround yourself around will definitely contribute to your life. You understand? Listen, I'm gonna say that one more time. The people that you are surrounding yourself around will contribute to the way you live your life. So if you are surrounding yourself around people who are unmotivated, you're surrounding yourself around people who are just, they're just so negative all the time. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with your friend coming to you for advice and talking to you about certain things. But if this person is doing this all the time, that is not only draining for them, but it's draining for you. And how can you live a soft life and be divinely feminine and walking in, you know, walking powerfully if you're so drained from someone else's drama? And I'm not saying that you have to cut these people off, but what I am saying is limit how much information you take in from that type of person. You need to surround yourself around people, what Kim K said, surround yourself around people who want to work. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I'm dead ass, but I'm just kidding. You want to surround yourself around people who are doing something for their lives, who have positive energy, because you want that positive energy to rub off on you. And you want to surround yourself around people who are supporting you and who are loving you, or who are not secretly envious of you, because envy, hidden envy, is more dangerous than someone who is blatantly jealous of you or who blatantly doesn't like you. I respect somebody who doesn't like me to my face than a friend who doesn't like me behind my back. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, and that can also affect the way you see your life and the way you live your life. So making sure you're surrounded with the right people and the right friends is so important towards living a soft life. Hold on, y'all. I was parched in the last video. My next point, which is point number 4, is focus on how your life feels instead of what your life looks like. And that kind of goes back to point number 1 of appreciating what you have and loving what you have. So appreciate, so look at how your life feels right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you might not have that dream car. Okay, you might not have that dream house. Okay, you might not have $50 million in your bank account. But what do you have? You know what I'm saying? Focus on how your life feels. That doesn't mean be delusional, okay? That doesn't mean live in a state of delusion. Now, don't get me wrong. Being delusional, I'm going to get into that next, can actually help amplify your life. But in certain situations, I'm not telling you to be delusional. Like, if you fail a class or if you're doing bad in a class, I'm not saying look at the grade and manifest 100. It's still going to be, if you got a 40 on a test, it's still going to be a 40, no matter how many times you look at that paper and want it to be 100. The point is, don't let external things, this is what I'm trying to say. Yes, Nefa, get it together. Don't let external things affect how you feel internally. A test does not define you. Somebody cheating on you or hurting you or breaking your heart does not define who you are. Your hardships do not define who you are. And this is what I'm saying. This is why focusing on how your life feels compared to what's actually going on is so important, because that is like the key to living a soft life. That is the key to living a soft life. Do not let external things affect you internally. That bitch, ooh, I'm sorry. That girl don't like you? Okay, cool. That man cheated on you? Okay, cool, get another one. You know what I'm saying? You failed the test? Okay, let's go back. Let's look at this exam. Let's study. Let's see what we can do to get better. So basically my point is, don't grow attachment to anything. Don't let anything affect you. Just learn from it and move on. You know what I'm saying? Don't hang on to things that are negative. Don't keep negativity in your mind. Be like, all right, I see what I did wrong and I know what I need to do better. And you do what you need to do to do better so you can elevate. And that's basically what I'm saying when I say focus on how your life feels compared to what's actually going on. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep a positive mindset, mentality. If you keep a positive mindset and if you look at things from a growth mindset instead of a stuck mindset, you'll always elevate and you'll always grow and nothing will affect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, what happened recently? For example, I'll give you guys an example, right, of what happened to me recently. If you guys don't, well, I'm not gonna say what college I go to, but I'm in college, and for some reason, I have this position called the RA position. It was basically like a residential assistant, and you help with the residents or whatever the case may be, right? They almost and you have to get hired every year. So I got hired this year, and I had to interview to get hired next year. for some reason, they didn't want to hire me back, right? After my interview and all that stuff, they didn't want to hire me back. They said, you know, no, like, I don't know. I didn't know why they didn't want to hire me back at the time. So you know what I did? The normal person, I feel like anybody else would have took that rejection and probably been so upset over it. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like I'm perfect. I was definitely a little upset, a little confused. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like somebody with a stuck instead of a growth mindset, someone with a stuck mindset would have been upset, and they would have taken that rejection and been like, all right, F this, I don't care, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-woo, and went on about their life. But me, because I have a growth mindset and because I'm so dedicated to living a soft life and being someone who elevates, I was like, you know what, instead of me crying, instead of me being upset about this, let me email the head of the department and ask why I didn't get the job, right? So once I did that, once I emailed them and I asked them, like, you know, what did I do wrong? Why didn't I get the job? They called me back into the office, and she explained to me why I didn't get the position. And she said that she admired the fact that I reached out to her and asked her why I didn't get the job so that I can be better for next year's application. And I ended up getting my job back, you know? So I ended up getting rehired right then and there, just because I wasn't even looking to have my job back. I just wanted to know what I did wrong so that I can do better. And right then and there, I got my position back. So that just goes to show, that's why I'm saying it's so important to have a growth mindset. It's so important to have a positive mindset. And it's so important to, like I said, accept what your life is and accept what you have while working towards the things that you want. You get what I'm saying? Yes. Yes. All right. I'm gonna see, what did we already talk about? I feel like we talked about a lot. We're gonna talk about, we said good friends, taking yourself on a date, relationships. Let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about how your spouse can either add to your soft life or take, hold on y'all, I'm out here looking all tangled up and ridiculous. Okay, let's talk about how your spouse can either add to your soft life or take away from your soft life. Now, one thing about me, since I was a young person, I've always said I never wanted to be in a relationship, just because of the fact I feel like relationships, I don't know, like growing up, I've seen people in positive relationships, but just like on social media, to me, relationships always have like a negative side to it. There's always some type of argument. There's always somebody hurting somebody else, or a man cheating, or a man doing something grimy to the person that he's supposed to love. And my thing is that even if you are in a relationship, and speaking as someone who is in a relationship, it is very important to not make your relationship the focal point of your life, okay? Especially as women, it is so important to not make your, I'm gonna say that one more time. It is so important to not make your relationship the focal point of your life. Like, you ever been around somebody and every time you're around this person, they always talking about men, or they always talking about their boyfriend, or they always talk like that shit is that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You need to have more going on in your life than your relationship. Let me tell you why. Because let's say, God forbid, that man breaks up with you, or God forbid, that man does something to you. You're going to be so attached to that relationship. You're going to be so stuck on this man that it's going to be so hard for you to walk away when you need to walk away. And it's going to be so hard for you to set boundaries. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, I love my boyfriend. I do. But if he was to ever cheat, if he was to cheat on me today, I would be able to walk away whole. I wouldn't be broken. I wouldn't be brokenhearted. I wouldn't be broken. I wouldn't be brokenhearted. I would be sad, you know what I'm saying? I would be a little sad. Of course, I'm a human, but it wouldn't break me. You know what I'm saying? I would still be happy. I would still be the way I am right now, happy and energetic and ready to take on the world. I would still feel the same way I feel today if I had to break up with him. And you know why? That's because even though I love somebody else, I make sure to love myself and prioritize myself. You know what I'm saying? Even though he buys me flowers, I still buy myself flowers. I still make it a priority to hang out with myself, to take myself on dates, to be by myself, even though I have someone. And I feel like that is so important. So if you're in a relationship, I really just want to emphasize to you, like, do not make that relationship the focal point of your life. Have hobbies, have things you do outside of that relationship. Make sure you're not cutting your friends off. Make sure you're still hanging out with your friends and you're still doing the things that you love. You know what I'm saying? Because that is going to help you have a soft life. Especially, I mean, as well as, if your boyfriend is annoying, like if he's always stressing you out, if he's always, you know, causing havoc in your life, you need to let that man go. You know what I'm saying? The point of having a soft life is to be at peace. You know what I'm saying? At peace in every aspect. And I'm not saying that you know, you're not going to have arguments with your boyfriend, or like a small argument to break up with him. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if you're having constant arguments, if he's disrupting your peace constantly, and I'm not talking about little things like farting or, you know, just being dumb, or like little mistakes, things that y'all can talk about. I'm talking about big things like cheating, lying, not answering the phone, being weird, acting suspicious all the time. These are things that you do not need to deal with. You don't need to deal with anything. Another point of relationships and having a soft life is the fact that you need to understand that you don't have to deal with anything you don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? This is your life. This is your story. So if somebody is doing something and you don't want to deal with it, don't deal with it. Stop talking to him. It's not hard, boo. Stop talking to him. You know what I'm saying? There was a time when you didn't know him, and there's going to be a time when you don't know him. Have that mentality, and I feel like that is how you're going to have and maintain a healthy relationship. If you guys are around each other 24/7, don't get me wrong, I'm with my boyfriend, I wouldn't say 24/7, but you know, we're together a lot, but I still make time for my friends, and I still, you know, hang out, and I still have my own life outside of him, and he has his own life outside of me. And I feel like that's very important. If y'all get what I'm saying, I get what I'm getting at. Okay, so I don't have any more points to make. I feel like I've said everything that I could possibly say. I'm also, like I said, every Friday, campus life, give me a second. So ghetto, every time. Okay, like I said, it's still there. Can y'all hear it? Okay, I'm gonna just talk louder. Every Friday, I'm going to be dropping regular videos. So if you guys want a perfect example of a soft life, I'm gonna be putting out a video this Friday, or probably next Friday, of how to live a soft life, like what I do, how I do it, making sure, how I do what I do, and you know, how I just maintain myself. As well as, I feel like I didn't make this point earlier, but before I end the video, I just want to make it a point that also having a soft life and living a soft life is making sure that you are catering to yourself. So not only are you taking yourself out on dates and buying yourself flowers, you're getting your nails done, you're keeping your hair done, you're smelling good, you're making sure you're bathing, you have a skincare routine, a nighttime skincare routine, a morning skincare routine, you're getting your toes done, like, you know what I'm saying? You're keeping yourself together, you have a job, you know? This is how you maintain a soft life, and this is how you keep yourself feeling good and feeling feminine and feeling, you know, beautiful. So now that I got that point out of the way, thank you guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and thank you for joining Girl Talk Tuesdays with Nefa the Brat, and I hope to see you next Tuesday. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to push that notification bell so you know when I post again. Bye.